Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 11, Episode 10, Kaftan!
Should have been Mrs. Roper Realness.
Oh, it could have.
I like that.
Sure.
Then everyone might have worn a kaftan.
Oh my god, we will get there. First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, I've been waiting for this runway. We'll get there, obviously.
Very
but,
exciting.
Very exciting. My body is kaftan ready for the summer.
You know, and no one went Agnes Moorehead either.
I know!
I was a little sad that there was a lack of Agnes Moorehead.
Yeah.
That big floppy red wig.
Yeah.
Those tendrils everywhere.
Aunt Andorra.
The girls walk in, Plastique has gone home, and her gorgeous handwriting.
Gorgeous. I love that it was, Angie called it out. She's like, yes, bitch, she's a diva.
The bitch has nice handwriting. Not only is she pretty, but she got pretty handwriting. That is a true diva.
Nina, we get, she's sort of feeling underappreciated by Brooklyn / in general, because she didn't hear Brooklyn say, you know, give her kudos
Exactly.
because she was in the back.
Exactly.
So, you know, it easily could have been a thing that she made a thing, but she was like, instead, I just am going to win the episode.
Yeah.
I love that when Nina decides she's going to win the episode, she does.
Sure. I mean, it helped that,
it was her kind of challenge, but like the last time that she was like, I'm feeling underappreciated and that I need to win an episode. I did. Ru comes in.
Yes, in this outfit.
I was like, oh, it's Grace Jones up in here. It was very good.
I liked this. It was fun. This,
tucked up sleeves and fingerless gloves and just low neck.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Necklace. It was a lot of
I enjoyed it.
And then we get a super fun, stupid nonsense mini challenge.
Loved it. Well, first we get Delta work.
Oh, yes.
So excited. Love her.
Love her.
She comes out dressed like a 90s, like she's going to teach a hip-hop class.
Yep.
She's got, it's all black, and then the flannel tied around her waist. It's like she's ready. She just needs some knee pads.
Oh my god. She came out with a whole crew of the pit crew. A whole gaggle of pit crew. What would you, for alliteration? A pack of pit crew? Nah.
Plethora? I like a plethora.
Yes, a plethora of pit crew.
A what? A plethora.
And it's all these menses, and they announced that they have to play balls to the wall.
Oh my god, this was so silly.
So silly.
Oh no, I just have a really good sense of smell.
Well, darling, you have impeccable timing.
No, just a really good sense of smell.
Because Sean smells. I mean, it's been reported. And they're all in the you know, their briefs, but they're...
Dirt squirrel?
Dirt squirrel.
Provided by Dirt Squirrel.
And Vanjie covering Brooklyn. Brooklyn's like, oh my god, where the...
Dirt squirrel. What a horrible name. Oh, thanks. Aren't they sexy? They're dirt squirrel.
Even if it was dirty squirrel?
No.
Better.
Sure.
Because at least it's like, oh,
you're just a little dirty squirrel.
A little dirty. I mean, it's weird.
You're my little dirty squirrel, huh?
Dirty,
it's weird. It's
dirty
weird.
squirrel friend?
Oh,
they
no.
Should have bought a squirrel.
Oh, boy.
They
should have bought a squirrel.
This was just so silly. All these different balls and, okay, your combination is like face to crotch and ass to shoulder and whatever. And it was just really good.
It was great. This is the kind of major. I love that there's always one and it's stupid and fun.
Actually, Disco Ball Ass to Ass is the name of my new album.
Disco Ball Ass to Ass, that's my new album.
I love it.
And Evie just right.
Oh, yeah.
Crotch to ass. And Vanjie was in it to win.
Oh my god, she was in it to win it.
Ready.
Hold my wig, hold on, put it in the back.
Unfortunately, it didn't seem to really do her much good.
Left to her own devices. She picked wrong.
Right?
She chose poorly.
She did not choose wisely.
She chose the wrong chalice. This is the mini challenge I love. Stupid, silly, over the top, just like...
Naked men.
Gay.
Yep.
You know, just...
Yep.
Extravaganza.
Yep.
And I love that Delta was there to do nothing but be Delta.
Yeah.
You know, just,
hey.
She didn't do anything except make a joke and look fabulous.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
I like this.
Bringing them back.
Bringing them back in some capacity, whether it's like Alyssa as like an actual coach, or just like, oh hey, Postmates ad, here I am. Oh, what are you up to? I like seeing you and your looks.
Exactly. Love it.
You're fun.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I just really wish they brought Jujubee in for last week's reading challenge.
Seriously, though.
Missed opportunities. Because
Vanjie wins, she gets to pick the teams.
Yes.
For the magic show challenge. I liked this challenge.
I liked it a lot.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was impressive. It turned out one of the teams completely slayed it.
Yep. One of the teams was very bad.
Horrible.
And I was confused.
I was confused as to why everyone was so lenient.
That was one of the worst.
It was not as bad as the Mariah Gate.
It wasn't quite as bad, but it was up there.
Yeah. The level of unprofessionalism, far too much.
But yeah, so Vanjie decides she wants Silky, A'keria, and Evie on her team. She picks all the big personalities.
Sure.
I guess, was this a reaction to being with Plastique last week and being like, girl, I need people with personality, so they'll...
But then why didn't she learn from Brooklyn and be like, I should pick someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. I should pick Nina.
The fact that her first choice wasn't, and I picked Nino, I was like, oh no.
Whoa,
oh
mistake.
no. You have to put on a show? Like a comedy show?
Yeah.
You picked Nina. Craziness.
Craziness.
I also was wondering if she could have just picked 2 people and been like, we're the 3-person team.
Exactly.
Have at it.
I mean, having fewer people is always easier in challenges like this.
Yeah. And so Brooklyn and Nina and Sugar are on a team.
Yeah.
The other team decides they're going to be Team Black Magic.
Yeah.
But they should have gone more witchy then.
Yeah, I love
something.
that. Yes, if they all had like kind of witchery outfits.
Well, because I was really
confused.
We'll get there, but I still don't know why they were at a barbecue. The only thing I thought of was like, oh, you know how you get a magician for your backyard barbecue. But you don't really.
You don't.
But I was like a
kid's
like
birthday
a children's birthday party, like magician.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay,
wow.
6 and 7-year-olds. We went from our filthy jokes. Now that could also be funny.
I like that.
Of like the jokes, like we're at a kid's birthday party, and then I'm gonna just deep throat this balloon.
I mean, I would have liked it.
I used to only do 12 inches, but T.S. Eliot told me to do 22. I don't know.
I like the idea that T.S. Eliot was just a real size queen. Let's get that rumor started.
Yes.
Wikipedia. And Ru comes around and tries to stir the shit and be like, Brooklyn, why do you think Vanjie didn't pick you?
Oh. She didn't want our romantic connection getting in the way of our work. Is there really a romantic connection? Yeah, we have a situationship.
Ru was really trying to be like,
well,
whatever.
Aren't you pissed that she didn't pick you?
And then they both were like, it's cool, we're keeping it cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the maturity that's going.
Very, very that.
Right? Because then she goes right over to Vanjie. Oh, so I was really surprised you didn't pick Brooklyn.
Yeah, because she's giving you the pinky. Loved Ru just kind of
Ru was
giving you the pinky.
Going for it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you given her the pinky yet?
Yeah.
Little something?
Have you slipped her your tongue?
Have you slipped her your pinky finger?
And then Vanjie's like, I just knew I had to slam dunk it this episode and really pack my team full. I gotta slam dunk it like Michael Jordan. And I was like, oh, you should have said Magic Johnson. Would have been fun.
Would have been great. Silly.
That's sports reference.
Right? Yeah.
Slam dunking this thing. You know, I need to go Michael Jordan on him. That's a straight reference for the people out there.
I mean, I would love it if Magic Johnson did magic.
Ooh, I like that.
Magic Johnson. Just call it Magic Squared.
He could be the new host of Penn and Teller Fool Us.
Sure.
Maybe we're giving him too much credit.
Maybe.
But anyway.
So then they go out onto the main stage and they have a magician there to help them learn their tricks.
Yeah.
This was weird to me where, I mean, I guess they didn't want to ruin the illusion.
Right. Well, it's hard to watch someone be taught something when you're not watching them be taught anything.
Yes. It's just like, here, I'm going to do this trick. Now you'll have to do it.
You'll act surprised, and then you'll, later off camera, I will show you how to actually do it. And I get it, you know, the magician's code and everything, but had they found a way to, I don't know, it felt like they took a lot of time, and I was like,
yes.
But I'm not really learning anything about this, so it just seems...
Yeah.
Boring.
A little bit.
Well, and the magician wasn't really down to clown. He was kind of taking it a little serious.
Yeah.
I'll just ask for the pit crew. Maybe I can try to swallow those instead.
Like, no, I'll just deep throat the pit crew instead. And he was like,
whoa. Come on, that was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like kind of going through the motions.
A little bit.
I will show you this trick.
Yes.
I got a rope. It's one rope. I snip it in two. It's two. Now it's one again. Okay. Bam. No banter. No jokes. hate fucked the crowd with magic.
But even when he was doing the tricks, it wasn't that.
No, he wasn't really
Fabulous.
performing.
No.
Which would have maybe been more fun if he would like perform. You know what would have been really cool?
What?
This would have been great.
What?
Okay, so they come all out. They have chairs set up for them at the end of the runway.
Yeah.
He comes out, does a whole performance. Right?
And
Does all of
this is the showmanship.
and the bag of tricks, right? It's like blue, this trick, this trick, this trick. Sorry. Illusion, illusion, illusion. He performs them all, then they get to pick which one they do.
It would have been great.
Yeah. I like that one. What? I want that one. Well, you gotta choose.
Brooklyn. I hate all of them.
Yeah.
I hate both of these.
Well, and we weren't the only ones that was boring because Silky fell asleep.
Silky asleep.
I mean, again, the level of unprofessionalism.
I mean, maybe she has narcolepsy. We don't know.
Oh my god, remember that? Yeah. I mean, I guess it didn't really have anything to do with her, so sure, great, but like,
Cat now.
it's a little rude.
Yeah. And so they all come back after having done, learned their tricks. And Evie's like, bitch.
They're prepared. They had jokes written. They
Oh,
had a
no.
whole thing.
Oh,
There's
no.
a show.
It's a backstory. Oh, they're putting on a show?
It's quite clear that we need a hell of a lot more structure.
Shocker.
This was crazy to me.
This conversation. Yeah, so Evie's like, I really think we should write some stuff down. No, we don't have to. Like, Agoura was so over it and just dismissive. And
Yeah.
just like, no, I think we should just improv it. Oh, no.
But like, I think it needs to be a little organized.
I think we should just be like we're casually talking.
I think we just need some like transitions between our pieces.
Even if you end up not using the script, definitely
Right.
write one down.
Yes.
So you have it in your head.
And then you have like a
ideas.
storyline of who you are and what you're doing, because this was a fucking disaster.
It was very bad.
And then they continued to think that it was not a disaster,
Well,
is what
no
really
one
blew
told
my
them
mind.
that it was, so I was really surprised.
I'm like, am I taking crazy pills?
They decided it was Sugar's time. They shoehorned that in there and just decided. So I don't know, this was bad, and Evie kept trying to be like, guys, and Vanjie was kind of like, yeah, we should.
They
like,
told me that I need to be more focused, whatever. Like I
Definitely,
think,
but then
trying to fight Silky and Agoura on it seemed to be like a non-starter.
Yeah.
And this very much felt to me like Silky from the beginning of last week's episode, where
Yeah.
she's like, nah, I don't gotta change. They love everything I do. I'm great. And it's like, well, but it's gonna be messy.
The sheen is starting to come off a little for the judges.
Yes, thank God.
Oh, girl.
They're getting ready, they're getting their makeup down, everyone's, oh, well, if you could change anything about this season, what would you change?
I would have burned that troll outfit, girl.
you still should.
Burn it! That troll outfit does go in the disaster pile.
The whole outfit.
The whole thing.
Certainly the wig.
Yes. So quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the magic show and magic.
It's a kind of magic. A Queen song.
I didn't quite know what was happening.
It's a kind of magic. You don't know that song? It's like a B-side. I mean, I like it, but it's definitely not like...
Cool.
It wasn't in Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm pretty sure, even though I didn't see that movie.
Definitely wasn't. So Ru comes out, and I was like, yes!
Oh, I loved this. This like 70, it looks like God's Eye, that like yarn with the popsicle stick thing.
Yes! 'Cause
Made at camp and whatever. I was like, oh, it just needs some popsicle sticks sticking out of her back or whatever. No, that would be like the Carol Burnett version.
Oh yeah, love it, love it. Yeah.
Popsicle stick. It's got like a bad punny joke on it.
It's from like the popsicle.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah, I like
it's
that.
fun time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked this a lot.
I loved it.
Fit great.
Yep.
I like that she's wearing a different colored wig.
The red.
I was like, oh, that's different.
It
Cool.
looked nice on her.
Yes.
Yeah, this like Brady Bunch realness. I liked it.
I was into this.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Brady Bunch. Because she's the guidance counselor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what she looks like in that movie, but I liked it.
Yeah. I connected the dots.
Come back when you're pregnant, Jan.
Jan, come back when you're pregnant. And girl, you better work.
So, first up, the Mighty Tux. Silly.
It made me laugh. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Sugar and Brooklyn are the showgirls, they're out here and
Yes,
we're
they're-
ready to start the show and And
They're giving me a real like boat show realness,
Oh, you wouldn't like the boat show.
Don't do it, Nomi. The boat show is a rapatorium.
Don't do
I've heard that girls don't like the boat show.
Girl, where's Nina? Football practice?
Where's Nina? Football practice? So that was a sugar joke, and that got a laugh.
Yeah, Michelle.
Football practice?
It was not quite good enough.
And then Nina finally shows up.
We're titillating.
We're tantalizing. We're dudes. Better late than pregnant, I always say.
Better late than pregnant, I always say.
Football player
Oh my
shoulder
god.
pads.
I loved this outfit.
really
It was
good.
so much.
Well, when she said earlier, oh, I'm gonna do like a Chris Farley kind of, I was like, yeah.
Nailed it.
it. Just like bull in a china shop. Just like.
Keep going. You got it there.
Imagine that for Snatch Game.
Chris Farley?
Sure.
No yelling on the bus! All of the illusions, rather, weren't groundbreaking. They were all, like, oh, I got it out of a magic kit.
It was like magic for beginners.
Right. And so I liked the approach that Nina took, that she was just like, am I blowing your mind? I'm blowing your mind. I'm explaining the trick. You see, I got this one, and I'm going to fist the two with the Risco.
We take a bottle of Merlot and a shot glass. All I want to do is replace the bottle with the shot glass with the bottle. We all on the same page. Great.
Making a joke about how sort of silly this is, but
Sure.
then doing a really impressive trick. Like, it tricked you.
Hers was the most impressive.
I think so. It tricked you into kind of going, oh yeah, this is Stu. Oh my god, wait, there's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
Because you fully thought that it was just going to be like, oh look, it's a bottle. Oh, it's a shot glass. Oh, it's a bottle. It's a shot glass. Oh, but no, it went much further, and I
got
loved
real
it.
boozy.
Oh my god, I loved it. I mean, maybe that's why I loved it, but...
And she's just like so intense about it, and the faces, and she obviously owned this entire thing.
Oh my god.
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved this. This illusion
Yes.
was sponsored by trywink.com/MovieBitches.
Oh, sure. Brooklyn, like, doing the splits and
Yeah.
all of this, and it's very fragrant.
Yeah.
Now I know what Banshee feels like.
That was a...
Fun throwaway. There was a lot of really fun referential Drag Race jokes.
Yes.
No stunt has been pulled on the Drag Race stage like this since Valentina said. I'd like to keep it on, please.
It was great. It was, they talk about it later in Untucked, but it really was my kind of drag, where it's like, it's just so fun.
There's a wink.
There's a wink, there's a performance. It's very cerebral jokey, where it's like, oh, this is a reference to this thing.
Yeah.
And that makes it fun and funny.
Yeah.
And there was showmanship there.
They had choreography, like they say.
Yep.
They utilized Brooklyn. It seems like the only thing she can do is spread her legs, but that's all. That's like, she seems to excel at spreading her legs, literally. They're like,
Sure.
that dance background's really helping her a lot. I'm like, yeah. Like,
But I think he meant like the choreography too, and the whatever.
oh, totally.
Yeah. But yes, this trick was lackluster.
Well, there wasn't enough. So Sugar really needed to be like, and look, the tin is empty.
Sure.
Like, it seemed like it wasn't that impressive because you were like, oh, yeah, there was stuff in there.
Yeah.
Whether they didn't film it right or shoot it right, whatever it was, it didn't seem as impressive the way that it
Exactly.
all
We're gonna
happened.
take this empty magic tin.
Oh.
Ooh, it's as empty as...
That thing between plastic's ears. Really make it a thing. But it was just
Yeah.
like, oh, and here, you get a tucking panty, and you get a tucking panty. And the most fun thing about this was really Nina and Brooklyn's
Yes.
part of it.
True.
But I didn't think Sugar did a bad job really at all. She was just like, good.
Yeah. She was a good partner.
Yeah. I did like that their catchphrase was just,
Magic.
Magic!
magic!
It's great.
Which was a good instance of repeating the same thing was funny, where later was not the case. We'll
Correct.
talk about it.
Yeah, this
and
was much
why.
more Club 96.
Club 96.
Yeah.
They really planned it out, and then, and now Brooklyn's gonna get inside this locked box. What? What am I doing? What's
Yeah,
happening?
What?
Go ahead, baby.
What's happening? Oh, I feel very uncomfortable.
Saturday night for me. Get in the box. I feel very attacked right now.
What?
I'm doing it right now, huh? I'm feeling very attacked.
Very attacked. And then this was actually the most impressive trick.
Oh my God.
It was so fun.
I loved Catherine's face. Which,
Also, Shug, this is a great way to get it down to a final 6.
Amen.
Great way to get it down to the top 6.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the reverse Shangela.
It's a reverse Shangela.
Hello.
This was just clearly prepared,
Yep.
well put together, an entertaining show. Like,
Yeah.
it was just very good.
Yeah.
It excelled.
This was a fabulous magic show
Yeah,
with drag queens that were hilarious and fun.
yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
Give me more.
They fucking nailed it.
But give me more drag queens doing magic.
Sure. Yeah.
Love
it.
That's a cross section I enjoy.
Yes.
The second team goes up. The black magic. The black magic.
The
The black magic. But they weren't
The
saying
black
it fun like
magic.
that.
No, it was just the black magic.
The black magic. Ooh, the black magic. The black magic. The black magic. The black magic.
But if they had really changed it up, you know, here and there, or over exaggerated it, or
I mean, if they'd really been witchy.
black magic, the black magic,
The black magic.
you know.
Something. I don't know.
But it just seemed like they were saying it forever, and I was
Because it was taking
bored.
forever. It was like, this is really clunky changeover to get Silky out of here.
Right? It was really boring.
Really boring.
Curtains.
Yeah.
The black magic. Oh, the black magic. The black magic.
I think they said it like 15 times. It wasn't good.
It was really bad. Because they didn't know what else to do. It was, oof. You know, and
They could have done more, you know, double, toil and
Sure.
black magic. You know?
Yeah, really play on the pun of black magic. But they didn't, they just kept saying black magic over and over again.
And then going to barbecues and such.
Well, this was very confusing.
I don't know.
And maybe the fault is on Evie? Because I guess she wrote this?
I guess.
Or did she write the previous intro, or she wrote both of it?
I don't know.
It's all unclear,
I
but
don't
somehow they
know.
landed on this theme of barbecue.
We are the world's first troupe of magicians who travel from barbecue to barbecue.
What did that mean?
I don't know.
We've gone from barbecue to barbecue. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, so Evie's doing this persona.
It's an affectation.
An affectation is the best. It's not an accent per se.
That's because you don't have a bra, a panties, anything.
You don't have a bra, you don't have a panties, or anything. It was just like a weird, the way she said it was really weird. And I was like,
Or anything.
anything.
It was
A
weird.
bra, a panties. It was like, you know, Zsa Zsa Gabor, so it was like weird, like, but then do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was halfway. I was like, at least she's trying something.
It was more of a character than anybody else did.
Yes.
On her team.
Yes.
Is what I would say.
Yes, but that's not saying much.
Not saying much. Because Silky was just Silky,
Yep.
Carrie was just Akira, and Vanjie was just Vanjie.
Yep.
But apparently it only matters if Vanjie's Vanjie. But anyway.
How indecent. This is True. This is a children's function, though, and where they're kids, they're baby daddies.
They sort of talk over each other, or, you know, step on each other's lines. And,
Yeah, like, where is Akira?
I'm here.
Here I am. Oh,
you know, and it was like a mess,
Oh, no.
and then it was all very awkward and just sort of. There was a lot of dead space, and it was like
unprepared and
slowly
unrehearsed.
Paced. You
Yeah.
know, it was like just slow enough that the rhythm was wrong, and
Because they had to come up with it on the fly. It was a horrible idea. You do not improv a magic show.
no.
Ooh, oh, bibbidi bobbidi bra.
Evie's trick wasn't great.
No.
You know, the bra. I guess you could have had fun with.
Tying a knot, and it was just
Well,
kind of.
something about like being braless or free the nipple or.
Oh, sure.
There could have been something, or
she had a huge
I'm
breastplate.
naked now, or some. There could have been something there.
Yes. Maybe I think it could have helped if she had like a big old breastplate.
Yeah.
And was like, oh god, I need something to keep these up. Let me just tie me something up.
Yeah.
Voila, it's a bra. You know, whatever.
This bra's not doing it for me.
Right, exactly.
Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Something. There wasn't a character or a funness.
No,
there.
they didn't really think about how to integrate a story in with the
With
because
their
they didn't
trick.
plan any of it.
Exactly.
When Evie was having this conversation with them about like when they're all just like, no, we'll just improv it. I was like, then you know what, girl? You plan your shit out.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna say, and then you'll seem prepared, and everyone else won't. And
She somewhat
it's
did that,
somewhat,
I guess. 'cause
but
she
then they
wrote-
thought she seemed too stilted, and I'm like, sure, but like at least Well, no, she didn't really seem like she had much of a plan either.
No, it wasn't very good.
No.
But I am loving that the gold is really picking up on Winona here.
Ooh, yeah.
It's nice. Next trick is Silky.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh Lord, she looks like a mess.
A mess. This, like, uneven...
Well, it was like a droopy bathing suit that didn't fit right. And then these Hitler mustache eyelashes. What was that?
I have no idea.
I'm glad Michelle is the voice of reason, because I was like, what's happening though? What's going on?
And why is Michelle the only one calling her out on this shit though?
Right?
These horrible leggings with the...
Oh yeah.
She looked like she was like a voodoo doll stitched back together or something.
It did look like stitching or something. For a second I was like, is that the type? Is that like a thing? Like it's like the stripe up the back? But
yeah, I guess. But it was like Frankenstein. It was weird.
And she's wearing those awful white shoes.
Oh God.
Burn those shoes. Burn them. So yeah, I mean, she really looked messy, and then I really didn't follow what she was talking about.
A lot of boys that did barbecue out there. Speaking of the barbecue, if this bitch don't have condiments at this barbecue, I'm gonna beat her ass because I had to have a dry hot dog the last time.
I mean, at this point, I was still very confused about the barbecue. I was still like, what barbecue?
What barbecue?
What barbecue are we talking about? What?
And so I gotta get that to the barbecue as soon as possible, honey. What does that have to do with anything, bitch?
What does that have to do with anything, bitch?
Exactly! What does that have to do with anything? Unless you're performing at a barbecue and you have food, or the tricks are food/barbecue related, maybe.
I guess.
But they weren't dressed for a barbecue.
No.
I was really confused.
Very confused.
Really very. And I was kind of disappointed that everybody dressed like the assistants, like the magician's assistant. Everyone was dressed sexy.
Yes.
And not, like, oh, I'm gonna be the fucking magician.
Yeah, sure. Someone be the MC.
Somebody.
I mean, word for Nina.
Well, she was dressed the most like, yeah, with those shoulder pads really got me. Really got me.
I gotta get that to the barbecue as soon as possible, honey. So I got to teleport it with this sheet of paper. Ooh, baby.
Like last week, I got it. I was like, you know what? Fine. The silky shtick, it worked. I can see why.
Sure.
This week, I don't get it.
Yeah.
This was bad for her.
And she looked crazy.
And she looked crazy.
I went in there trying to get the condiments for the barbecue. The lady said, ma'am, what are you talking about? She said, open up the bag and show me the ketchup.
And then Vanjie's trick was definitely the worst.
Oh my God.
She said, yeah, that, you didn't pay for it. I said, ain't no ketchup in here, baby. I had to get it together. And I said, look, what's in the bag, Christine?
See, there's nothing here. I'm not clutching at this ketchup bottle. You see, I'll switch it to the other hand. I'm not clutching at this. It made me laugh. But then, so she does the trick and smashes the bag. Oh, nothing was in the bag. I was like, oh, you did, that was cool. And then Raven, clutching his pearls in the audience. I was like, wait, is that Raven?
Is that Raven?
Wait, it looks like Raven. It's so Raven.
That's so Raven. But not Raven Simonier.
No, that's Simonier. This really made me laugh because I was like, oh, Raven was so But the trick was bad.
The trick was really bad.
Now, Kyria, what you bringing to this barbecue?
And then I thought Akira's was very impressive.
Sure.
Because I don't know how she did that, but it was, like Evie said earlier, it was like she couldn't say anything during her trick. So
sure.
She kind of got a free pass for like having to say things.
But
none of them said anything around her. I mean, you could hear them try and kind of say, like Evie tried to be like, just the tip. Like they tried to say things here and there, but like...
Ooh. How'd she do that?
I don't know.
She must be popular.
Oh, you're almost there, girl. Just the tip.
Yeah, there was the just the tip girl or whatever, which was funny, but like that was it.
Oh no, her gag reflex is acting up again. Okay.
Where's that ketchup? She needs a little, I don't know.
Lubricate her throat.
Exactly.
With those condiments at this barbecue.
What does that have to do with anything, bitch?
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Real bad.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
You look like the 4th of July.
Why hasn't she been a guest judge?
Oh my God, I would love that.
Love it. So yeah, I mean, for me, it was so clear that they were gonna judge it in teams.
Well,
and that
Ru literally started the episode
it's true.
And was like, okay, you guys, you need to work together.
You gotta team up and cooperate with each other.
And then teamwork apparently had nothing to do with it. I'm madder than Ross was about the goddamn non-Kaftan we will talk about.
The non-Kaftan.
So quick commercial break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with Kaftan realness. or not.
Yeah.
Some of it was Kaftan fakery. So yes, Kaftan realness. I was very excited.
I wish it had been Miss Roper realness.
Oh my god, sure. That'd be fun. Silky nutmeg ganache.
Okay, so she came out and I went, oh, okay, yes. I like the gold and the whole color, and the wig was cool. I mean, she looked like a hookah or something. You know,
Sure.
like it was a cool together.
Yes, it was.
Look. And we haven't seen her in this hair before.
Totally.
And this was the most interesting hair that she's had.
Absolutely.
The more I looked at this, the more I was like, what? Wait a minute. This is just a poncho.
It's not even a poncho.
It's a...
She draped a sheet over her head.
With a dress underneath?
Oh, because it was just, she had a dress on.
Yeah.
And then she just folded this over her head. And I mean, that's, a kaftan is basically just a folded sheet. But
if you can't do this, you know.
Right. And also, it is the only thing that you're wearing.
Right.
Exactly. It's connected.
You're supposed to feel the air up your ass. Have I felt it in weeks?
I am feeling loose and free. I can feel the wind go up my ass, which is amazing. I haven't felt that in weeks.
The more I looked at it, the more I was like, oh, you kind of missed the mark on this one.
The second that we saw the side of her and it was just like, oh, you're wearing a dress and this piece of gauze, whatever, you know, no. That's not a kaftan.
It was more of a kaftan than some other people.
Wow.
I mean, I liked the color palette.
Yeah.
I thought it was different.
Yep.
It was one of her better looks.
Yes.
Wasn't a kaftan.
Correct.
Poncho? No, I think that's with the fabric on the front and the back. The hole in the middle. That's what that's called.
Still trying to make that happen.
It was so good. You were laughing.
It was.
Ponchos?
South American cowboys.
Are they called ponchos?
They were in my day.
Aren't they those things they wear? You know, the hole in the middle for the head to go through.
They're called cloaks, dear.
So then next on the runway, Evie Oddly, and I loved this.
I loved
And this sort of knitted, I mean, it looked like, you know, she was in the temple too long and her kaftan got mothballs and sort of was eaten away at, and she was sort of this ancient creature goddess.
Sure, yeah.
I loved this.
I loved it too.
This, like,
crown.
1920s Happy New Year, you know.
Yes.
But like fabulous.
Yeah,
you know, back when they
Art
made
Deco,
things in America to last. You know, that kind of vibe. Bald, like gold head.
Yes.
And the makeup was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And it was just long beads, and it just really had a vibe.
And when she stayed in this character of like, I was like, oh yeah, she was like a statue in Bali that like came to life.
Yeah.
And like was moth-eaten,
Moth-ridden,
but still is like walking around, just still looking fabulous.
Oh, I loved this.
Yeah, he was almost like the mummy, but like good. The Enchantress, excuse me.
Oh, is that what you meant?
I meant that mummy, yeah. The female mummy.
From?
The terrible Tom Cruise one.
Oh, forgot that movie existed.
Where Brooklyn was the Enchantress. And
No, that was Suicide Squad. The Enchantress is Suicide Squad. That's why I was confused.
I
She
totally
sort of has
blended those in my mind.
100% forgot that Tom Cruise mummy movie existed. It was gone. I had thrown that away.
So the next is Agoura C. Davenport.
Yeah.
In the biggest disappointment of this runway.
I was so bummed because I was excited for what Agoura was going to wear.
Of course.
And then it was, you know, like a base jumping butterfly suit.
I mean, she looked like she was in a wingsuit. You know, I mean, butterflies are still a sore subject on the show. But this was not a great look, regardless of kaftan or not. I mean, it was fine.
The wings
Her makeup
connected. There was like a bit of black fabric, so then it looked like she had a weird extra layer of skin.
I mean, it looked like a wingsuit that she was gonna like base jump off of the top of a Hong Kong skyscraper or something in like a James Bond movie. I was like, what's happening?
I mean, I want to see Tom Cruise base jump in this outfit, yes. In the next Mission Impossible movie, yes.
Sure.
But it's not kaftan.
Oh, it's also not a kaftan.
My kaftan is a pantsuit with butterfly wings.
My kaftan is a pantsuit.
That's not a kaftan. It's a pantsuit with butterfly wings.
My kaftan is a pantsuit with butterfly wings.
What?
This was really weird. But she looked beautiful.
Her face was gorgeous.
Her earrings.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then next out, Miss Vanjie in one of her best looks.
Absolutely, I love this.
Cheetah print, lounging by the Vegas pool, Kaftan. Yes, bitch, bring me a Bellini, you know.
My God, this was fabulous.
Kind of half turban and the nose ring. It was too big, but like I got the vibe.
Yes.
And she strutted down that runway, and I was like, yeah, I really like this.
I really like this too.
This was great.
Yeah, thought she looked great. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Fit Kaftan.
It was the most modern day Kaftan. She brought Kaftans to now.
This was like Palm Springs, Coachella, realness, Flower Child, fabulosity, Insta everything.
Yeah.
Kaftan realness. And I was like, yeah, bitch, you slayed it. So then next was Brooklyn Heights in this purple,
oh my God,
flowy,
deep purple,
gorgeous
gold bodice.
I loved the gold belt that came in and out of the Kaftan.
It was very fashion.
Yes.
It was very, you know, I mean, she sold the shit out of it, obviously.
Sold the shit out of it.
Stomped that runway.
Oh, yeah.
With her, like, Jean Harlow hair.
Yeah.
It was bigger, but...
I thought this was great.
Yeah.
I didn't think the Kaftan was the most impressive.
No, it was a great head-to-toe look, but...
Yes.
It wasn't the most Kaftan-y.
Sure. It was
like a draped gown.
A little bit, yeah. It was a little Grecian flowy.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a Kaftan, but it wasn't like, you know, Elizabeth Taylor Kaftan.
Oh, yes. Well, and she says, it's like, oh, I'm like SJP in Sex and the City 2, and they go to Abu Dhabi, and I was like, yeah, you nailed it.
Nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
Yep.
She could have used a turban too, maybe.
Maybe.
It needed one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was a fabulous bag, like a fucking huge bag, something, or a turban,
almost like,
or an umbrella. It needed an accessory to really pop.
Mm-hmm. A fan.
Ooh, maybe, yeah.
Like a big old huge
Just
fan.
bring out a camel.
Oh my God.
Next up is Suga. She gave us all the Kaftans in the world.
Props to her for
trying
and going for the reveal on the reveal.
I don't think it would have changed anything if she hadn't done the reveal. Like Michelle said, oh, you should have just left the first one on. I still think she would have been bottom.
Oh, right.
It seemed.
Yes.
They were
set on that.
So, whatever. But yeah, so she comes out in this blood red sort of, it looked more like a robe, really.
It did kind of look like a fancy robe, like Playboy robe. You're like Hugh Hefner-y.
Medieval sort of, it looked like she was one of Dracula's wives.
Yeah.
She was coming to seduce Jonathan Harker. And, oh my gosh.
Unbridled sexual frenzy.
But you see, I'm British.
But so are these.
The tie had a feathery poof on it, so it looked like it was, you know, a little merkin.
Yeah.
And it's clearly like something's under there, right? And the tie really, if she'd had a really nice wide structured belt, it really would have helped. Rips it off to reveal this like oilcloth to fruit, you know, picnic tablecloth.
Yes, it does look like that.
And I was like, oh, this is cute-ish.
It was cute-ish. It didn't fit great. It wasn't fabulous. It was just kind of cute.
Yeah, none of them fit great.
No.
And even though a kaftan is blousy, you gotta get that nip right in the right places.
It's true. Otherwise, then you just look shapeless. The problem too is that like with this concept even is that you shouldn't really be able to have a reveal from a kaftan.
No.
Because you'd have to like go pull it all the way,
up and over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that's not a shape, like if it's properly done.
Sure.
And I think that might be part of the problem.
Right. It was just a series of robes that got shorter.
Yes. Yes. Until they finally got into this way too short beach kaftan.
Cutesy. It was too short for anybody, but this cutesy see-through with gold appliques with like a striped bathing suit under it, it just all didn't go.
No.
You know, if she'd had like a black one piece that was really like, bitch, yes, work this, but like the two didn't go together.
The middle one, she really was giving me some Bianca Del Rio.
Yeah.
But like not in a really good way.
Well, it was fine.
I think this needed to be refined and simplified.
Yeah.
Probably would have been better. I didn't think it was bad. It certainly wasn't the worst. She gave us 3 kaftans.
Yeah.
As opposed to 1 non-kaftan.
1 bodysuit, 1 poncho.
And I still think that her performance was better than the entire bottom teams.
I do genuinely think that. I thought she was like pretty good.
I thought she was
very bad.
I thought she was literally better than all 4 of the other teams. So then last on the runway, Anita West.
It sounded like you said Anita.
Anita, yes. Yes. But last on the runway was Anita West and it was everything.
Loved this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this Elizabeth, she says it, this Elizabeth Taylor. I was like, yeah, you nailed it. It's fucking 70s, pink, shiny, just everything with, if you can do the arms, you've nailed the Kaftan.
Exactly, exactly.
And this huge wig, I loved this wig on her.
Yeah, it was fun.
And it was just so fabulous.
Yeah, I love that. I was like, this is, if someone hadn't done a Kaftan like this for Kaftan Realness, I would have been very upset.
Yeah.
And it looked like we weren't going to get it.
I was
and it was
worried.
like, thank God Nina's last, because she's the most likely to give it to us, and she did.
She did.
This woman is a woman of means. She's getting ready for a busy day of sitting.
I have to get ready for a very busy day of sitting.
Yes, that's what you do in a Kaftan.
No one came out with a drink.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Yes. I got my glass of wine. I'm ready to go. Busy day of sitting.
By the pool.
By the pool. So, quick commercial break, and we'll be back with a long discussion about the choices. If I wasn't wearing a Kaftan, I would be wearing my choices shirt. Oh boy. So they give everyone critiques. It's nice we're at that point now.
They get to Silky, and they're sort of talking about, oh, well, we loved your performance. And I was just like, really?
You made me laugh over and over.
The spins were giving me life. Your connection to the audience and to everyone was really, really epic.
Your personality was in it, and that's what we eat up.
I was just so disappointed. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to be like, okay, the Black Magic.
Right.
You are the bottom team this week.
Clearly.
You guys were a disorganized mess. None of you seemed to know what you were doing.
Yeah.
You talked over each other.
Yeah.
None of your things were rehearsed or practiced. You hardly were able to finish your tricks properly. You looked a mess. There was no coherency. Your story didn't make any sense. What barbecue?
I still want to know. What barbecue.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But so it should have just been like, you are all in the bottom.
Yeah.
You fucked.
Other team, you're safe.
Yeah.
I mean, you
You're
win.
the winners.
Nina, you win. Obviously.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, but also like we'll critique you and tell you how fabulous you are.
Sure.
Great, love it.
You're absolutely fabulous. We love you. You're everything.
Yeah, sugar. You kind of fell back, but you still did a good job. Congratulations, you're safe.
Yeah.
How I would have done it.
Sure.
Your jacket looked wrinkly. Your padding, you could see the outlines of your hip pads.
Let me just stop you there. I mean, there are things you could have done.
Mm-hmm. And I like that Rue's just like, I'm just gonna stop you right there.
Stop making excuses.
Yeah.
I don't want any more goddamn excuses!
Put on more fucking tights. What is going on?
And then we get to Evie, and they're like, girl, we love this look. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, but you did seem uncomfortable. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then
in the kindest of ways to the rest of my team, I'm the only one who thinks that way.
Thinks what way?
In planning things out.
She sort of starts to explain her side of it. Like, I wanted to have structure. I wanted to write everything down. They were like, no. So I wrote a lot of the jokes. I wrote the intro and the outro and stuff. And it did come off, it did come off a little shitty.
It came off as throwing them under the bus.
Yes.
Now, the real thing is like, is it true or mostly true?
Seems to be.
From what we saw, and even from later in Untucked, the discussion.
Right, they weren't like, girl, you were lying up there. We all wrote those jokes.
Exactly. It was like, well, it was basically just that Vanjie felt particularly attacked.
Right.
Because some of the critiques that she'd been given were that she was not prepared or focused.
So she was
and
like,
she was decidedly trying to do better about that, and it seemed like she got undercut in her efforts to do so.
Yes.
Wait, so I didn't write down what I was gonna say?
I'm not saying you didn't write down what you were gonna say.
You said the rest of us didn't.
You guys didn't plan as much as I did, girl.
I did plan.
The other thing that no one seemed to really want to say was that the underlying issue is that their team was a disorganized disaster mess.
Yeah.
And it's because they didn't plan anything out.
Yeah. Nobody
you can't
was like,
have an improvised magic show.
Well, nobody was like, oh, but your improv was quite bad.
They were all like, well, you all did try hard. No, they didn't. They made it up on the fly. What are you talking about?
I love this outfit, but a Kaftan, it is not. I'm sorry to get mad about it.
And they read Agoura for her lack of Kaftan.
Yes.
Ross is like, I'm very upset.
Not in my... I love that she's like, I Googled it.
It's sometimes Kaftan with a C, sometimes it's with a K.
First off, the fact that she had to Google a Kaftan.
Well, sure, that's not great.
I did love that this whole time, even because then Vanjie starts going, just, okay, meditate.
Just living her monk life.
Yes. And then they talked to Vanjie. This was bullshit again.
Well, it was such crap. They're like, it's just Vanjie again. We keep just seeing Vanjie, and I'm like, but it's Silky's just always Silky.
They literally had just told Silky, well, we really got your personality, the Silky personality that we love but you were kind of messy. And it's like,
I guess it's just preference. Like,
but they say every time that they love Vanjie's personality.
Oh, right, but that they don't want to see it.
There's no character development.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like we hit a wall.
I feel like she did so well with the challenge where they gave her direction.
Yes.
That I hope they do that again. Like she's not good when she's just loose in the wild.
No, she needs just a little bit of a
structure, direction.
If she had Nina on her team, it could have been great.
She really messed up. And then they love Brooklyn and they love Nina and they're like, Sugar, you fell away.
And I just was so confused as to how they got from there to defo bottom 2.
It's just so weird that she definitely said at the beginning, we want you to work as a team.
Now, if a queen wants to go all the way, she needs to learn how to work well with other people and shit, because what happened was they would tell her, I said, you ain't working well with people.
I don't know. This seemed like such a clear cut. One team did so much better than the others.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't have been mad if it was like a repeat of the Mariah Gate, and she's like, this team sucked.
All
you
four
were a
of you
disorganized
were
mess. 4-way lip sync.
Right? I am sick of this shit. 2 of you are going home. Damn it.
Yes, please.
That would have been so dramatic.
Yes, it would have.
I ain't gonna lie, I am mad as hell. To me, this makes absolutely no sense.
No, Vanjie and Sugar are in the bottom, and then they have to lip sync to No More Drama by Mary J. Blige. I don't know if this was a fantastic lip sync song.
I think it could be, but I think it's tough.
Depends on the person. It was tough. I don't know. There isn't a big drop or a big
no, it's a long slow.
It's just like a groove.
No,
it's great.
Yeah,
but
it is. Yeah, I mean, I think if you had a drunk Jujubee up there,
oh my god,
it could be a real memorable moment.
Real good. It was okay.
And then
there was moments towards the end. It built, and I felt more emotion from both of them. I was like,
yes,
okay.
yes. Vanjie really was thrashing, for lack of a better word.
Really flapping her Kaftan wings.
Yes.
Trying to fly away. Taking off all her bracelets.
Oh my god, yes. But it wasn't like a performance per se.
She seemed genuinely mad.
A little bit.
Instead of, I'm dramatically mad because of the drama that I don't want any more of.
Exactly.
And instead she seemed to be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Bottom again. God damn it. Well, and the whole time it's just Vanjie's boy chest. It's
her
out.
nipple is out.
Just out. Which was distracting.
It was. And then I was like,
put any, double-sided tape on that?
Sure. That would have helped.
Maybe it came off in the shimmying and the flying.
Sure, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like there's got to be a better way. Couldn't you really put some, can you just kind of glue a chicken cutlet to your tit?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, here, and paint it, kind of.
Yeah.
Does that just take too long that they don't have time to do it? I don't know. If it were me, I would always want some extra cleavage.
A little something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
unless you're really going for the Kate Moss look.
Right. And then sometimes that's fine.
Yeah, that's
but
the look.
With this Kaftan, I would have loved just a little bit of tit.
Yeah.
Give me a nice B cup.
Well, particularly since, then it was just like, oh, here's my nipple.
Well, right.
It was weird.
Yes, it was.
So the whole time I was like, so Sugar's going to take off that Kaftan, right? Oh, no, they yelled at her and were mad at her.
Yep, for the
so then, oh no.
Yeah.
Maybe if she thought she was going to be in the bottom, because I don't think she thought she was going to be in the bottom until the judging.
Right.
So maybe if she had thought that earlier, she wouldn't have done them on the runway and would have done them in the lip sync.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if that would have been any better.
Well, I mean, it would have been fine in a lip sync.
Sure.
Bitch, I've got this other Kaftan,
Yeah, but I don't know if it fits with the song.
Not really, no. But, it was a little heavy.
It was heavy.
On her.
And then she didn't really move that, I don't know, it was just, she was kind of in a crouch space, and it wasn't a fabulous lip sync.
No.
But I did think that Vanjie definitely won the lip sync. So, yeah, Vanjie wins, and Sugar goes home.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Sugar.
I did too.
She hadn't won. She wasn't exactly at the top of the pack, but I thought she was really fun and brought some really interesting looks, if not wacky ones.
Yes.
It was a different perspective.
Sure. She had some ups and downs, but I did really like her, and, I thought that she was talented.
And I did think this was very much unfair.
Oh, absolutely.
So, there's that.
Absolutely. She should have been safe. And I probably would have put Silky and Agoura in the bottom because neither of them wore Kaftans. And they were both on the losing team. They didn't have anything planned, and they insisted that it was all improv.
Yeah, because Michelle said that Vanjie's Kaftan was her favorite of the night. So I was kind of surprised.
I was surprised
that they didn't give her more kudos for being like, We love that you're listening and trying to change
your silhouette. You gave us a different silhouette. Obviously, it was mandated, but still.
Love it.
You could have worn a swimsuit with some edges and called it a kaftan.
But you didn't.
But she didn't.
Yeah, even if Silky had had a bathing suit on under the poncho,
yes,
it would have read more kaftan.
Yes.
She had like a pencil skirt on.
Yeah,
weird.
it was weird.
Like a career lady.
Well, it was
with her career business lady.
She loves that. Yeah, that was just so strange to me because it was like, that defeats the purpose of a kaftan.
Yeah, you're supposed to really feel that
Loosey,
air flowing.
flowy, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Flowy and free. So this week on Untucked, girl, it was a pretty lackluster episode of Untucked.
Yeah, it was pretty boring. I mean, they all get back there and everyone decides they're just going to be like, Nina, you're great. We're so glad that you're achieving things and you're excelling and we love you and you're the kind of drag we love and you're just great, Nina. Oh my God. And she's like, oh, thanks.
I love that you bring back like the classic
Like
drag,
good old
and that's
drag.
what we all grew up with.
The drag that you bring is like reminiscent of a time before drag was just about like the next cute Instagram photo.
So that was fun.
It was nice.
I enjoyed that.
Yep.
And I'm just really loving Nina. I really love Nina.
Yeah.
She's so fun and
Yes.
funny and
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's becoming my front runner.
I think so.
Get used to disappointment.
Well, now she has,
momentum.
In my mind, she's tied for the most wins.
Whatever.
But in my mind, she has the most because she should have won Snatch Game.
Sure, yes. Agreed. They start to talk about the drama with Evie sort of throwing them under the bus and saying that she wrote all the jokes and this and that. It was sort of boring, at least it was like an open conversation.
Yes.
I feel like Akira is a very good communicator.
I
She's
agree.
like, you might have thought that it came off this way, but it came off this way, and that's all we're saying.
Yep.
You know, like
she was a good mediator.
It could be read as a misunderstanding, but at the same token, it was just the wrong time and place because I knew what it could possibly turn to just from previous events.
It was like, look, I didn't want Vanjie to start going off, and because I knew you'd go off, and then the two of you go off, and you go to 1,000% in 30 seconds.
So I just, we kept it cool, it's all good. And
here's what and they talked themselves all out, and I think it was good. It was just like, I kept thinking to myself, everyone's telling them, oh, you all worked hard, it was all great.
I don't think anyone's taking it like we were horrible and it's just like we were good, y'all were better.
I think we just did good and you guys did better. And I was like, no, you did a bad job. Your team did a bad job. You were unprepared and it was messy and you talked over each other. And what barbecue?
What barbecue? Yeah, it was just like a very calm, open conversation that lasted way too long. And I was like, I don't care about this.
Sure.
And then they wheeled at the TV.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn's mom gave us a sermon. I mean, this was beautiful.
My Heavenly Father never turns his back and walks away from me, and I was not going to turn my back and walk away from my son.
And she's watched him go through so much and grow and how he started doing drag and all these things. It was just like really a lovely little speech, and how parents think they're supposed to shape their children, but really their children shape the parents. It was just like really emotional.
It was.
And good, and everyone was crying.
And they were. And it was nice to see this kind of parental thing where it really felt almost more cathartic for her.
Yeah.
To be like, I have to talk about how much I love my son and how it took me a long time to get there.
Yes.
But I got there and it was important that I did, and I'm going to tell everyone else that they got to fucking get there.
Yeah, it was great.
It was really nice.
And it was nice because I feel like we always see Brooklyn as like a confident, maybe not in like comedy, but like she's a confident person.
Yes.
I wouldn't have necessarily clocked that she was bullied a lot or
I
whatever.
thought of that too.
And I was like, oh, okay, that's really interesting. Like we're seeing a different side. And everyone keeps saying like, oh, you actually have a heart, you're crying. And I was like, oh, I never thought that she didn't.
No.
But
Wait, can you turn around? Because I'm directly behind you. I want to see a tear. Oh, there it is. Oh my God.
And Evie's like, can you turn around? I can't see that you're
tear.
crying. Oh, there they are. Silly. So then they all go back, and then Sugar goes home, and she gets a lot of nice notes from everybody.
Yeah.
And then I loved this sort of like flamboyant Don Quixote, like walking out look with this big hat, with her hat from last week, and this sort of blanket coat, and just like, yes, here I go.
Yeah.
It made me laugh.
It was good. It was a look.
Yeah, I liked it. Cheers to this week. I thought it was really fun and messy. Like it was really...
I thought the episode, like in the challenge and everything was great.
Yeah.
So much fun. Mini challenge. Yes, dicks and butts and
It was a great episode.
It really was. It was just the judging
was
that
really weird.
infuriated me.
Really, really off for me.
Yeah. Cheers to next week. Yeah. We will see you next Thursday or next Wednesday if you're a Patreon subscriber. Get that early access. We really appreciate it. And subscribe, share, click that like button,
Follow us on Instagram,
and Twitter,
My little chickadees.
Cheers.
Magic, 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 magic.